Having a dog that won't eat their food has to be one of the most frustrating things you can go through as a dog owner. So in this video, I am going to share with you some of the best practices in order to get your dog to eat. Now, the first thing I want to say is that in order for you to do this, the dog has to be in good health. The dog has to be in good spirit. If the dog has any dietary requirements or any health issues, you must not do this. So the first thing I want you to do is recognize that this is a behavioral issue. It isn't a nutrition issue. Dogs are not designed to starve. And so the best thing for you to do is recognize that what you are doing is facing a behavioral issue, and behavioral issues are mended, they are solved by you getting one step ahead. So let's do this exercise together. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to have the conversation with yourself or your family or both and recognize that the dog is not eating their food and that you are concerned about it. What we cannot do is carry on swapping food and changing foods every single time your dog doesn't want to eat something. So we are going to get to grips with that. We are going to name one person, name you or whomever, and that only one person is going to be responsible for feeding the dog. Everyone else must not feed the dog, because if you are giving the dog any treats or any other foods or tidbits, your dog is going to be holding out for them. So the first thing we want to do is maybe fast the dog for 24 hours. Make sure the dog is well hydrated and make sure the dog is happy. The next morning, we are going to put whatever food you are feeding their dog and we are going to put the bowl down. The trick here is that we are going to make it time limited, and we do not want to have food available all the time. We want this to be time limited, say 5 or 10 minutes. If the dog has not eaten, what we are going to do is we are going to take it away. Leave the bowl of water so that the dog always has access to water. Again, no treats, nothing in between meals. And at night, whenever it comes time for the second meal or the first meal of the day, in this case, is we are going to put the food down once again. If the dog again does not eat, we are going to take that food away and we are not going to feed the dog anything. Again, if the dog is 100% healthy, this will be okay. Trust me. We are going to repeat that very procedure for the next 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 days. If the dog does not get anything in between over 2, 3, 4, 5 days, the dog will eat. The dog has to eat. Dogs are not designed to starve. Believe you me, what you are dealing with is your dog is watching your behavior, and you will talk tough and you might want the dog to eat the food, but then you are communicating to the dog that you are prepared to give them treats or alternatives or bits of bread or bits of cheese, or now you want to put this topper, or now you want to add whatever you are adding to the dog's food in order for them to eat. So by you getting to grips with this whole situation, I guarantee your dog will eat. I will link below some of the foods that I recommend and some of the foods that I like for dogs, but if you are looking at your dog's diet in a bit more detail, I highly encourage you to watch this video next.